we gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you home.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch. All those of you are locked online, a special good evening to you. Well, you know, so many things happened today. Protests in town, with respect to the friends of Joshua Samaru and Kaya Seeley. Yeah, a lot of bacchanal. You remember Sunday, and I want to take you back. As a result, they said the police indicated that they're going to charge Kaya Seeley. And as you know, all those of you who are looking at us from all over the world, that sparked a lot of and let me read it for you. Charges pile up on Kaya Seeley as police add gun and armor offenses. Case goes to court. A breaking news. Charges pile up on Kaya Seeley as police add gun and armor offenses. Kaya Seeley is now facing a fresh wave of criminal charges linked to police shooting incident that left Joshua Samaru dead and sparked national controversy. Could you show a video? Could you show something? Kaya Seeley is now facing a fresh wave of criminal charges linked to the police shooting incident that left Joshua Samaru dead and sparked national controversy after CCTV footage showed the fatal shooting contradicting the police initial version. The 24-year-old woman, who was already charged with manslaughter and multiple counts of shooting at the police officers, has now been slapped with four additional firearm-related offences following the virtual court hearing on Tuesday, May the 26th, before the High Court Master. The new charges include possession of a firearm, possession of ammunition, possession of a firearm to endanger life, and discharging a firearm within a 40 meter of public place. Seeley was previously charged with 3 counts of shooting with intent to cause grievous bodily harm at the police officers, along with manslaughter over the death of Samaru during the January 20 police-involved shooting in St. Augustine. Police said that while warrants have been issued for some of the new offences, they have not yet been able to execute it as Seeley remains outside of Trinidad and Tobago. The latest development comes days after the Commissioner Alistair Guevara announced that criminal charges were expected following legal advice from the Director of Public Prosecution. This announcement initially fueled public speculation that the officers involved in the fatal shooting would face charges. However, the country was later stunned when authorities instead charged Seeley. Another hearing in the matter is expected on Monday. Authorities are also expected to rely on the Central Authority under the Ministry of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs to secure Seeley return to Trinidad and Tobago as she remains in the United States undergoing medical treatment. So look what's going to happen here. Authorities are expected to rely on the Central Authority under the Ministry of Attorney General, which means they say they could bring her back. Just they could go for and bring her back. So once they liaison with the Ministry of, I tell you, this place is different, you know. Samaru 31 was killed during the January 20 incident. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it had a lot of protests on Sunday. Let's go to the protests on Sunday. Go ahead.
Service have once again, I can't even say it, eroded the public trust, the little hope and faith we had in them. I can't even say that eroded, run it down to the ground, lower than the white line in the road, it is gone. So let me be the first to say that the senior Mr. Samaru denying all allegations made in that article of saying any claims against Kaya being responsible for Joshua's death. Crazy.
I've seen him before, so I don't really need to talk because I hear my spirit and my words coming out of their mouths. This ain't start today. This ain't start today. I was in my mother's belly 41 years.
And even when I come and put this bill telling me we didn't see what we did.
Counter of gunfire. Yeah. They want us to
convinced that Kaya Sealy is responsible for their damages. The commissioner said from inception that he would be protecting his officers. What this means to me is that he will go to any length to defend his officers, whether they are right or wrong. And this is a dangerous precedent to set as a leader. To the Forensic Science Center, I am asking you, how did it take 4 months for you to send your report? I don't trust it.
Nobody trusts
My
it.
people, we need to look at pattern recognition. Everybody is saying an innocent person wouldn't run from the police. Well, innocent officers would not murder a surrendering man. Or you feel there's the second protest?
No.
This is the 15th protest. I spoke to Kaya on the phone. She said, Mimi, I feel like we're going backwards. They don't want us to believe what we see with our eyes. They want us to believe whatever they tell us. And we say no. No. We say no. No.
Evidence, no chance.
No evidence, no chance.
Guevara must go.
Guevara must go.
Alexander must go.
Alexander must go.
I surrender.
I surrender.
Justice for all of us.
Justice for all of us.
Guevara must go.
Guevara must go.
Alexander must go.
Alexander must go.
Shame on the TTPS.
Shame on the TTPS.
Shame. 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 I is innocent. Shame.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Justice for Joshua.
Justice for Joshua.
Justice for
Ladies
Joshua.
and gentlemen, a protest was planned today. A protest was planned today at the in front of the DPP's office. Well, everything turned upside down. And you know, with respect to the laws, I don't know if I have it here. Hold on here. That now the regulation with the SOE, I want to go to that first. This one, that the no person shall enter any protected place unless he is authorized by the occupier thereof or by the senior officer of the division. Where in pursuance of these regulations, any person is granted permission to be in a protected place, that person shall, while acting under such permission, comply with such direction for regulation. His conduct as may be given by the person granted the permission and by any police officer or any person authorized in that behalf of the occupier of the protected place may search any person entering or seeking to enter or being in or upon that place may detain any such person for the purpose of searching him. If any person is in a protected place in contravention of this regulation or while in such a place fails to comply with any of the direction under this regulation, then without prejudice to any other penalty, he may be removed from the place by any police officer or person. Listen to this, sir. Secondly, also, which is a person who desires to hold a call together. Listen to this part here. A person who desires to hold or call together any public meeting shall at least 48 hours, but no more than 14 days before the day in which it is proposed to hold such meeting, notify the Commissioner of Police. So they were notified. Also, ladies and gentlemen, with respect to the constitution of protest, it is thereby recognized and declared that in Trinidad and Tobago they have existed and shall continue to exist without discrimination by reason of race, origin, color, religion, or sex, the following fundamental rights and freedom, namely the right of the individual to life, liberty, security of the person, enjoyment of property, and the right not to be deprived thereof except by due process of law. Also, freedom of movement, freedom of thoughts and expression, freedom of association and assembly, and freedom of press. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have other... Now, this is the part I want you to understand. Summary offenses, act on protest. Listen to this, the public marches and procession. Do we have that? Notwithstanding any rule of law to the contrary, no person may organize, lead, or take part in any public march unless a permit has been issued in respect thereof by the Commissioner of Police. A person who desires to organize any public march shall at least 48 hours before, but no more than 14 days before the day in which public march is to take place. Every application under Section 1 shall be in writing, signed by the person or persons desiring to organize the public march to which the application relates to the state, the address of each of the person desiring to organize such march, the purpose and purposes of the march, the point of departure, route, and point of termination of the march, the hours between which the march is expected. The Commissioner of Police on an application made to him under Section 113 may in any case grant, or if he considers it in the interest of public safety and public order to do so, refuse the application, but the Commissioner shall, where there are reasonable grounds for apprehending that the public march in respect of which the application is made may occasion a breach of the peace of serious public, refuse the application. Also, I wanted to tell you a part, but it is so much. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, you have to go back to the summary offenses, act on protest. We have to focus on that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, you know the same young girl, the same girl that was speaking out, she and her mother was arrested. Look at the mayhem in town. You telling me they want police officers. You want information from police. Go ahead. This is the start.
We are going to destroy them. We are going to call a female officer. Call a female officer.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
People standing up for something.
Mommy, I love you, Mommy, I love you. And my sister this bag, please. And my sister this bag. And my sister that bag. And my sister that bag.
Step off the police vehicle. Step off the police vehicle.
I don't know how, I can't understand
Illegal gathering.
Should you refuse? Public order movement will be used against you. This is a second warning.
Shame.
Kindly retreat to your homes as various places of abode. This is your final warning.
When they start, okay, you see, just running. So the riots is getting ready. They would have made their second. They are asking persons to leave at this point.
Not to be part of this kind of leave now,
The gathering is not moving, so we're waiting to see what is taking place.
We are going to operate. Kindly take safe spaces for yourselves as well.
Okay, sir. Right?
Thank you.
Right, so the officer. And they have asked us to take space back while they have
You're looking good at all, boy. All you have before the world, you're looking good, boy. Huh? And nobody ever done something.
instruction to disperse. And then once again, as I feel it, I come on board and been detained. So, as you see, the officers are ready themselves to push the crowd back. I feel like we might be able to move that back while the officers try to take very easy in terms of dispersing the crowd. So
ladies and gentlemen, we have one of our crew, a member of our research team, also a person in Port of Spain who accompanied my crew there. He's here to tell us what exactly went on. Go ahead with the video. Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, go ahead.
And to all of the viewers and listeners.
Go ahead. Tell us exactly what went on.
Right. What has happened is that before the protest that was planned outside the office of the DPP earlier today began, the police were more or less able to crush it. Superintendent Beard of the Port of Spain Division made it clear that no protest, no gathering is to take place outside of the DPP's office. He indicated that he quoted the emergency powers regulations where the DPP office would have been designated by the Commissioner of Police as a protected place. So he indicated that anyone that violated the police instructions to gather, to assemble in a protest during the state of emergency would be arrested. 3 persons were taken into custody. One of the first persons, that's Jason De Silva, a social media person. He was arrested by ACP Simon. And subsequently, Alyssa Phillips, she's the head of the protest. She and her mom was also arrested by Superintendent Beard. And the Garden Emergency Branch, they were actually on standby and they were called to assist in removing the crowd. So eventually the crowd remained at the corner of Sackville and Richmond Street outside the Sacred Heart School. which is a stone's throw away from the DPP's office, and they had dialogue and conversations with ACP Simon, who's the ACP for Port of Spain and the Western Division. And eventually they left and they went to the Woodford Square area where they had their protest. They were not happy at all. David Abdullah, he was also there. The police spoke with him as well. And he informed the police that the protesters were within their rights to speak, and to gather and assemble, and they didn't need any permission and so forth. And eventually things went smoothly. There was no further incidents. There was no further arrest. And the police maintained a presence there. The police maintained a presence outside the DPP's office. ACP Simon also indicated that it is not the right thing for persons to be speaking about the matter on social media, mainstream media, because it's already before the court. The charges have been laid. The matter is before the court, and it could be prejudicial towards the proceedings. He urged, however, citizens and the protesters to allow the process to take its course, right, and to continue maintaining that confidence in the TTPS. He indicated that the TTPS, time and time over again, have arrested its own, charged its own, take them before the DPP. The DPP would have given advice. Just recently, we saw that yesterday, the TTPS issued a press statement where an officer of the police administration building would have been charged for allegedly kissing a female officer without her permission. So he stressed and he called on the public to allow the process to take its course. He said the police empathize with them that the loss of any life, is really tragic, but there are ways for things to be done, and he asked for it to be done lawfully.
So this girl that we are seeing here and the mother, what is her name?
I'm barely hearing you. I'm hearing like an ad or something. My ears, I'm not here.
This girl, Alyssa Phillip was arrested, and her mother.
I'm unable to hear what you were saying. I'm hearing other things in the background. Sorry. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I'm barely hearing you.
Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me now? Go ahead.
Shame.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm here.
Right. So, tell me, with respect, did they mention that you could congregate but you can't march? With respect to that part of the law?
No. What the police would have stated is that the emergency powers regulations gave them the authority to disperse, gather, protest, anything that is deemed prejudicial to safety and law and order. And Superintendent Beard would have showed us a particular section of the legislation by the emergency powers legislation, which speaks about protected places. He indicated that his DPP office has been deemed as a protected place. However, I asked him, was that the DPP office, was that gazetted by the Commissioner of Police? Because under the same legislation that he was showing at the emergency powers, it spoke about the Commissioner can designate a specific place as a safe place, and that must be gazetted. And I asked him whether or not that was gazetted, or with the protest movement persons were aware of that. He could not respond to that, but he indicated that they were relying on that particular legislation under the emergency powers regulation. But all in all, there was, as I said, there was only 3 arrests that took place. One took place before persons gathered in the area. That's Jason Silver. He was arrested by ACP Henry, and subsequently Alyssa Philip and her mom were arrested by Superintendent Beard. The crowd got a bit agitated and angry at the arrest of Alyssa and her mom, and they started to converge on the police and the vehicles, and there were chants, They were a bit agitated, but nonetheless, based on what I saw, no force was used. The police exercised a lot of restraint. I must say the police exercised a lot of restraint. The Garden Emergency Branch Inspector was announcing to the crowd that they needed to disperse and give them several warnings and several warnings. The police did in fact have to push some of them west along Sackville Street, and eventually they, as I said earlier on, they left. I understand they went to Woodford Square to continue their protest. They were a bit upset. They said a lot of them said that their constitutional rights would have been infringed upon. They had a right to assemble. ACP Gavin did in fact speak with the media apps and indicated the reason why the police adopted the position. He said that on Sunday there was a protest we all aware of, which they carried on outside the police admin. And while the police did not do anything to prevent it from taking place, persons were rowdy, they were shouting, they were screaming, and he described those events as more or less a breach of the peace, so the police didn't want it, a reoccurrence of it. He also spoke of the incident that we saw in Lab until yesterday, when several streets were, debris was dumped on several streets, set ablaze, and we saw that. We have no idea what actually transpired. So Mr. ACP Simon gave some information, and that indicating that the information they have is that it's linked to the Kaya Silly Joshua Sam protest movement. He said the police empathize with the protesters, the police would respect their rights, the police understand that they are angry, but things have to be done in a particular way. The police are there to maintain law and order. And he also indicated, as I said earlier on, there was a legal officer who spoke to at the end that the matter is before the court. This is something a lot of people are perhaps unaware of, and therefore it should not be discussed as it has been discussed previously in a public forum, because that, as we all know, constitutes the pre-trial publicity. A lot of people are not aware that they can get themselves before court with respect to that, because that's a no-no. So he spoke about that. He asked persons to allow the process to take its course. As I said earlier on, he mentioned that there were police officers who were charged. So he asked the public to continue to have that level of confidence in the CCTPS, because the CCTPS is actually capable of arresting and charging its own. He said that the best place for the evidence in the Kaya Silly case to be tested is before a court of law, right, and not a court of public opinion. The matter was taken to the DPP. The DPP, based on his assessment of the evidence, he concluded that these charges have to be laid. Let the courts decide. If persons have other views, other evidence, other ways, these are issues that can be raised in a court of law. Okay. So as I said, the protest, in my view, ended in a more peaceful manner. Based on what I saw, no one else was arrested or detained. As I said, the police did in fact emphasize a lot of restraint. There were a lot of times the pavement would have been obstructed because of the volume of persons, so they had to remind them that you cannot obstruct the pavement. As we all know, is an offense as well too, but no one was arrested with respect to that. And as I said, the police exercised a lot of restraint, allow them to speak, allow them, despite the police initially saying there's going to be no gathering, there was in fact a gathering. They spoke, they held hands, they prayed, they even prayed for the police, asked them to ask God to guide them, keep them, and all these kind of things. As I said, the protest more or less went smoothly this afternoon. There was no other incident, save and except for the arrest of 3 people and the dispersal, right? The police dispersing the crowd, pushing them back at some time, asking them to leave, and inform them that if they fail to do so, they would be arrested. And that was more or less what happened. But before Alyssa Philip was arrested, she indicated that they intend to carry on much more protests. I think she said this was about the 14th protest they have had so far. And quite a few of them, she said, took place during the state of emergency, and they've never met any resistance that they have on the part of the police that they have received today. But as I explained earlier on, ACP Simon went on to explain that the police have to take that level of action to ensure that what transpired yesterday does not or did not happen today. Deputy Commissioner of Police, Suzette Martin, she was there very early. I understand the police were there from since 1 p.m. The police assembled, they were in their numbers. Like I said, they were there to maintain law and order, which is what prevailed at the end of the day. Back over to you.
Okay, but let me ask you something before I take that break. Do you believe, and you being there and you understanding the atmosphere, do you predict that further protests across Trinidad and Tobago, we will see more protests similar to this? Because a lot of people are outraged the way that, and it's not, I mean, I understand what you are telling me, but from what people are seeing here, it looks very frightening. Very, very frightening, sir.
Well, I wouldn't go much to say, based on my assessment of things, I wouldn't predict. I don't think that there may be protests across the country as what we would have seen a few years ago when Commissioner of Police Gary Gifford was there, when there was an incident. And we all know what had happened, that there were mass protests in all different parts of the country. This one seems to be a more isolated protest, more organized protest, because it's not here, there, and everywhere. It's announced publicly where it's going to be, when it's going to be, the time, etc. And everyone already knows what the agenda is. And so I don't think that there's going to be any mass protest. But what we saw today, I can say, without a doubt, was a defiance, right? A defiant movement on the part of the protesters, because as we know, the police would have issued a warning yesterday advising them to desist from any planned protest today, which would have happened outside the DTP's office, though the TTPS didn't explicitly say where. We knew that the protest was going to happen today. The protesters nonetheless came out. Alyssa had posted a statement indicating that they are not going to be intimidated. They saw that as a part of the police trying to muffle the protesters, and they're not going to allow it. They're going to come there. They have the right to be there. Right? Quoting the Summary Court Act, which explains that notice needs to be given to the Commissioner of Police within 48 hours of the planned protest. Right? So that's one of the contentious issues today, right, being discussed, that notice was in fact given until Saturday. That's what was stated. ACP Simon indicated that he did not receive any request for the protest to happen on his desk. He said he spoke with his clerk, he did not receive it. But as we indicated, Alyssa would have said it said today as well, so that notice would have been given. So the Summary Court Act does not speak about a permission for protest. A permission is for if there's a march, if persons are moving in numbers on the roadway in any public space, that's a march, that's where you have to seek permission. But to stand still at one public place and protest peacefully, you just simply require to give notice to the office of the commission.
Thank you again. I'll see you at studio. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break, but nevertheless, we tried our best. In fact, when I dispatched them today, and I heard about the protest, I was way down south, because I'm sure you are aware, a guy that works in a rubbish truck, he was run over by the truck driver. And the guy said, you know, that the driver said that he was innocent and that it was a mistake, sorry. And the video has been circulating all over. I believe we have a clip of the video with the rubbish truck and whatnot, reversing. And this is him come out here. All right? So that has sparked an outrage between the driver and the family of the deceased, the loader. And in fact, I spoke to both of them today. We have that for you today. But you know, what I'm seeing in Port of Spain, it does not look nice. It's frightening. It's frightening. And all I'm asking you to be calm. Just be calm. That's all. Be calm. But I don't think that all that, from what I look at, and looking at the girl and her mother being arrested like that, and all that didn't call for. I mean, there are better ways to settle that. All that wasn't called for. Believe me, all our hostility, and that's why I tell you, don't put nothing past them. Don't put nothing past these police in times like this. Times are different. They don't care about media. They don't care who's taping. Nothing. This is terrible. That is how I describe it. My views are not the views of my network, it's the view of my show. Imagine she's holding her daughter. She just holding her daughter. She ain't riding up nobody here. They push her in her car and she arrested too. What madness is this? And I mean, this is the only time they come out and want to flex, huh? You telling me, and that's why I tell you, I never forget. I will never forget the day the mother and her 2 children was knocked down in Sealots. And when they started protest for a walkover, they were shot by rubber bullets. But I tell you something. Didn't I not tell you that look out for that? Didn't I not tell you that? Didn't I tell you that things could really turn? All this protest going on. Take care, we don't see them coming to shoot innocent citizens with rubber bullets in a watch. And this is terrible. But remember, these are the same people. That same unit broke down my door. Yeah, broke down my door. Okay, we're going to take a fast break and I'm going to get it.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
Legends Design promoted their business live with Ian Allen on the I.A.N network.
This is Ian Allen at Legends.
And it was a 100% success. You can do a live just like that. Imagine your business reaching millions through a powerful live broadcast with Ian Allen himself.
If you want to do a live like this, you just get on board.
Don't wait. Contact us today and book your live now.
Looking for something truly unique this season? Then you need to visit Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas. Brand new containers have just arrived, packed with one-of-a-kind garments you won't find anywhere else. Whether you're shopping for something stylish, traditional, or custom-made, we've got you covered with made-to-order pieces tailored just for you. And it doesn't stop there. Take a stroll through our full food court, offering delicious options for the entire family. From savory bites to sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Plus, don't miss our big sale on furniture. Upgrade your home with beautiful pieces at unbeatable prices. So come on down to the Fab India Expo, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, where culture, style, and savings come together.
Spin to win this Father's Day. Dad keeps the family moving. Let's keep Dad moving to this Father's Day. When you purchase 4 tires, you get 15% off along with free installation, balancing, an alignment check, and a chance to spin to win. You never lose at Brandtech.
Eyes TT offers over 25 years of experience, are retinal specialist and the latest cutting-edge equipment. We handle diagnostic and surgical needs for retinal, cataract, glaucoma, pediatric and diabetic eye care. Also glasses. We provide it all under one roof. Our head office is located seconds off the Freeport flyover. Branches also in North, South and Tobago. Call 349 Eyes for more information. Payment plans are available. I.A.N, taking eye care into the future.
Innovate your space with Felicity Furniture and Appliances. Our pieces are of top quality, stylish and affordable. Dining and patio sets, sofas, wardrobes, freezers, beds, stoves and more. Visit our showroom at Lot 10B Pier Road, Felicity Chaguanas. Quality you can trust, style you love.
Sheikhlisha Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder, and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries, and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust Sheikhlisha Limited, 665-3336.
Beat the heat at Kinko Limited Auto AC Parts and Services. Our techs have years of experience keeping you cool and comfortable. Exceptional prices, quality work, and outstanding services. Call, WhatsApp, or come in today and take advantage of our many specials.
Mayaro is calling your name. Only one pre-development lot left for just $35,000. Perfectly located. Just 5 minutes from Mayaro Junction and only 4 minutes from the beach. First come, first served. Don't miss this offer. Call now before it's gone.
Welcome to the #1 development in the central area, I.A.N Residences.
Located Kulahal Road, which is literally 15 seconds on and off the highway. Close to all your amenities. All homes include remote gate systems, parking for 2 vehicles, with a spacious living room area and a very modern kitchen. The house is completely covered in porcelain tiles, fully AC, gypsum ceiling, and water heating systems. With 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a master bedroom with its own walk-in closet. Give us a call, WhatsApp, or visit our social media platforms and get one step closer to your dream home.
Light up your property with solar power. KCOM solar lights from RK Import Trading. Limited are powerful energy-saving lighting solutions for residential and corporate spaces. Our range includes bright solar floodlights, street lights, and advanced solar security lights with built-in camera options, 0 electricity cost, long battery backup, remote control, and durable waterproof design. Security, brightness, and energy savings. Visit our showroom #2, Petersfield Main Road, Chaguanas, for a live demonstration today.
Thinking of giving your home that modern finish? Then visit ABC Bar Doors and Windows. We are the largest supplier of hardwood finishing goods. Get kitchen and pool tiles, faucets, doors, windows, sinks, and so much more. Come in or give us a call. ABC Bar Doors and Windows, always a better choice.
Just imagine, with only $25,000 down, you can experience the pride of land ownership at Corsica Estates, Grand Couva. With private financing and $25,000 down, your dream becomes reality. Build while you pay just $1,909 monthly for 12 years. Financing also available through First Citizens, Scotia, and Republic Bank. Safe, secure, ready for you. Reach out to us and see for yourself what $25,000 down can do for you. Corsica Estates, a community on the rise.
Low prices, more value, weekly giveaways only at Food Chopper Supermarket, 121 EMR Rima on JHI Trading Compound. Join our loyalty card program. Enter for a chance to win our monthly grand prize. We are open Monday to Friday 8 to 8, Saturday 7 to 8, and Sunday 7 to 3.
Welcome back to the Ian Allen Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to hear from you. I just want to hear from you as we look at those videos with the audio a little bit down. Go ahead. Open up your lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. 671-4062. Hi, caller. 671-4062. But this is what's happening in Port of Spain right now. Earlier today. But this is frightening. This is frightening. I wonder if I had gone there, if they would have arrested me. They don't care, no? They don't care. I believe that this is not over there. This is not over. This incident will people will protest more about this. Hi, caller. Good evening. Hi, caller. Hi, caller. Hi, caller. Go ahead.
Mr. Allen, good evening to you, sir.
Go ahead.
Great program from a great soul, man. And without you, I don't know what would happen in this country.
How do you describe, forget the program, how do you describe what's happening in Port of Spain?
Oh, well, I analyze it, and this whole thing is about you
to show you the power what police have, what they could do. You present the facts to the citizen of an issue, and police say you should not have done that. This is the whole issue, you know.
Yeah,
so
they can really deal with you. They can deal with you. They can deal with you.
That's what they're showing you. That you are nobody. They treat you as nobody. Everything is there, the evidence. So it's about you, Mr. Allen, and not the persons there.
They want to flex.
God bless you, man. You keep up the great work you are doing. Thank
Watch
you.
everybody outrage. Everybody outrage. And you really think people have confidence in them? No. It don't work like that. It have ways in settling things. Be nice. Somebody speaking there. Gavin Simon.
State of emergency.
ACP Gavin Simon.
Right. We could not allow this. Again, I want to stress that the police service is always empathetic when there is loss of life. Because as we all know, this is as a result of a loss of life that took place some weeks or months ago. And we empathize with it. And all we are asking the persons, the participants in this particular event is to let the process take its course. Trust the process. Right? That is what we want persons to do. We are not trying, we know we cannot operate without the confidence and trust of the police service, the public, their cooperation. Right? We do not want to damage the relationship that the police is seeking to develop with the public. But at the same time, right, the rest of the public
Hello?
are not going to allow the rest of Trinidad and Tobago.
Hi, good night.
Yeah, good night.
Just as what the officer said, let the situation take its course. You all are reading the script wrong. You all cannot be lawless. Learn to understand the law first before you jump to conclusion.
Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. But who's you all?
Again.
Hi, caller. Good evening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, A.A.N. Like you have no voice. People have no voice in this country anymore.
Hi, caller. Go ahead.
Hi, good night, A.A.N. Because they said they're wicked. Them police and them wicked. We can't get no justice. The wicked. We love you. We love you.
Thank you. Next caller. Get up on there. Hi, caller. Go ahead. Hi, caller. Go ahead. Hi, caller.
Hey, hi. Ian, I'm calling from New York. I thought that was I. Those police officers have no empathy at all. No empathy.
You know, I'll tell you something. Thank you again, caller. And, you know, I'll tell you this, yeah? Come back to me. Everybody would tell you, as the woman said, okay, trust the process. But if it was your relative and based on the circumstances, if it was your relative and based on the circumstances, all you need to trust the process. You think you can really trust the process when you saw what you saw when this happened from January 20th with all this thing going on? You really think you can trust the process? If the shoe was on the other foot and if Kaya City was your niece or your daughter and Joshua was or your relative, you really think you can trust the process? Like, seriously? Boy, that's craziness. Come back to me. Listen to me. I will never forget when the same riot police, They sent riot police in my studio. I will never, never, never forget when they sent riot police in my studio. Riot police in my studio. I think it was 2017. 27, I know build up my studio, sacrifice, and mash up my door because murder suspect spoke to me. And the murder suspect didn't tell them what he told me. But they wanted to seize a flash drive, a document, and seize a computer. You can imagine. And that is the external. Look from 2017 to know what I have done and what I have created. You can never forget. I will never forget that. Remember that? Go ahead. 2017.
Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push. I'm afraid you, boy. Fat document. Fat document. Fat document. Watch me. Fat document. Fat document. Watch. Fat document. Watch. Fat document. What do you see? But watch me. Fat document. Watch. Look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Make him get high for. Look at me now. Can't read it. So nice. We go down. Watch my camera.
Just imagine for a document. And that's why I tell you, all who have done me wrong and all who have done you wrong, never forget the water that tried to drown you. It might be nice now. You could swim in it. You could ride the wave. It looks very nice. It's a nice scene to sit down on the shore and look at the waves and look at it when it hits the shore. But never forget the water that tried to drown you. Never. Whatever position they might hold today, never forget the water that tried to drown you. Never. And today, watch. Just watch and pray. That's all. Persons here could stand up and say, trust the process. You need to trust the process. But put yourself in the hands of the victim. Understand what Kaya Seeley going through. Understand what Joshua Samaru family going through. Understand. Look at when it happened. What are going to come? And you know, it will go on. And I believe they wanted to do this to show people, don't jump out of yourself. Come back to me. Don't jump out of yourself. Because anytime you jump out of yourself, that is what you will get. They use that opportunity today to send a signal. A signal. They will come in your house. They will do what they want. They will deal with you. And they had to send a signal. And this was the greatest opportunity and the greatest platform that they had today in Port of Spain to send a signal about persons, about unions who wishing to protest, who want to protest to do this, who want to march. You're going to get mashed up. Full stop. So they delivered today. Let's take a fast break.
The I.A.N Show will be right back.
You're the family's hero. They want an escape that everyone will love.
But finding a place that does it all?
That's the real struggle. We're Harry's Guaya Sweet Paradise.
Day passes start at just $100 for adults,
$50 for kids.
weekend cabins from $5,000, and a massive 10-bedroom house that sleeps 30 persons.
Pools, beach, gazebos, playground, all in one spot.
Be the hero that saves the day. Find the big tiger in Stone Bright, then turn left.
Do you know just how important tires are in getting the maximum performance from your car? Dunlop, a leading manufacturer of ultra-high performance tires, carefully designed grooves and blocks for more rubber-to-road contact.
I.A.N Medical Center is now open at Extra Plaza South Park, and we're changing the way you experience healthcare.
No more long waits, no more running around.
GP clinics every day from 6 a.m. to midnight. Full specialist services.
X-rays, ultrasounds, and the most affordable accredited medical lab.
All in one place. Fast, modern, accessible. I.A.N Medical Center, Extra Plaza, South Park, now open.
Welcome back to the I.A.N Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, my phone is blasting. This is so sad, eh? This is so sad. It's just sad. It's just sad. Will you really trust the process? I feel sorry. And for people like myself and other journalists and other persons who speak out and other groups that speak out, it's frightening. It's frightening. I can still hold our head on your lawyer and do what I have to do, but it's frightening for persons what they could do to you. They are out there and what they could do to you. What about the little African boys in Sealots and Beetham and Lavantil? What about if they see you roaming the street and they just feel to deal with you? Today they show their might. Today they show their might, and that is what they wanted to do, to show their might. And they showed it today. You tell me this woman hugging up her daughter. Come now, man, like serious? So that's why you saw it before 7 o'clock today, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, this morning, a man was killed while he worked on a rubbish truck. And apparently, the rubbish truck rolled over him. And there's a big feud right now between both, against with the victims and whatnot. I spoke to the truck driver today. Go ahead, because this video is viral. And I spoke to the truck driver today. Go ahead. Hi, good morning, sir. Well, we all know it was an accident. Okay, it was an accident. What exactly happened?
Well, we come from Shogun's market and we walk the market, right? We done there. We gone, me, my son, and he walked together. We went the 3 hours sit down and eat. Right? He didn't have no money. He gave me $100. He got $100 from me and we eat. We'd gone to work after I walk. Hibiscus and then from Kelly, we start from the hotel going up. We were sitting in the street and had a car park up on the left side.
That's where exactly where we were sitting.
How do you name the street now again, the man say?
That is where is that located?
In Kelly Village.
Ramnath Trees.
Kelly, yeah.
That's on your right hand side?
Yeah, in Kelly
Okay,
Village.
go ahead.
And the car park up on the left side here.
Yeah.
Right, so I come back in center of the road. When I reached close the car, swing so because the car had, I was idling and the light was on. So I say, you want to move? So it was a swing so because I right back I had to go.
Yeah.
When I swing so I can't see behind truck till I straighten up back. Right. Truck I driving. Everybody drive truck, they're going to know. When I straighten up now, when I watch the left, when I clear the car and watch the right side now because he done the below the wheel already. You can see the video for yourself how he jump out and run. I didn't kill the man for spite. You know what I mean? It's an accident. He jumped out and run. He didn't supposed to jump out by truck going back. And everybody.
How long he been working with you?
Well, in that area, he worked out about 6-7 months.
Oh, well, that's experience. He must have experience. And how long you been driving with them?
A good couple of years.
And which company is that?
Rycon Limited.
Where are they located?
For Claxamini Highway.
So this person has been with you for how much? This person, this sanitation worker.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say rubbish truck. I prefer to say sanitation worker.
He working about a year and maybe more with the company itself, but different drivers.
So he has the experience.
He have experience.
So what he did wrong?
By the truck reversing, he didn't supposed to jump on the truck and go behind the truck. The truck moving, and supposed to jump on the have a kind left side too. I had to watch vehicle, and I doesn't supposed to jump on the truck while the truck moving.
So there's a law. There's a law you have there with other truck drivers. They know.
Everybody know.
The person who doing the picking up and know.
They're supposed to jump out behind the truck because the driver can't see behind the truck. You know?
So they know that.
Everybody know that. Yeah, it's obvious. I was a lorry man before I started driving.
Oh, he's a lorry guy, yeah.
I was a lorry man. I worked lorry man, and so before I started drive, right? And everybody inside the street they come out. They had the camera footage.
Well, we saw the camera.
Yeah, they say exactly. The people, villagers come out and tell the cops and the police and how we truck across them coming in, taking up going out. They don't take up coming in. He jump on the truck. I don't know where he might reach to jump on the truck.
How you describe him? He's a good guy?
No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Right now, all this happened, I don't even follow them head hot, but they threatened me right. I can't see him on the house. Me living here.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that.
Last night when the way it happened, I don't know what to do. I tell you, my brother tell,
emotional.
Yeah, my brother called. He had the phone from the police officer. All of them and the man telling me to hide my life. Like, he hide my life. He gonna kill me.
No, they follow this accident. I must be investigated.
They follow he van last night from Data Street in the police station.
What?
The police tell me to go
so
down.
People follow you too?
Yeah, I had the police had to hide me inside the station yesterday and.
Well, people emotional. How long was How old was the boy?
20 years.
Yeah, so people. So remember, he has a mother, and he has a father too. So people emotional. They lost their child, you know.
I used to cook and send payment thing too.
Yeah.
He didn't supposed to work in the market. He work market. He just gonna be just go along so good. He tell me to pick you up 2:30. I leave to go to workshop on his market play. And he got me just to sit down and line with me. You know? Me and he lined the whole day, whole evening yesterday until we done working in the market. And he got me because he walk in Kelly Village.
So where do you pick him up from on mornings?
Right, Springfield, right before the yard, right, he living right out the road.
Oh, so he's come, what time he's come, 2 o'clock?
All different time he just move.
Yeah.
But I take him up, he want to ask me to go for a ride with me, he walk grass with me in Kunopia yesterday morning. And they asked me to go for a ride with me yesterday evening.
Yeah.
And we say from there we go to work now.
Right.
In the area. So he gonna lie with me shop on his market.
Right.
While I had the
So
workers
he's
cleaning
working
up
in
and
market
everything.
too?
Yeah.
Okay.
The cleaning up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had fear for my life and my family life. I hiding right now because nobody I know I hear, and the man is saying try to burn down my house and in the whole world and I can't. I afraid for my life and for my life right now. That all this is speaking. You know what I mean? I know it is a hard thing for the parents, but it's not my fault. You know what I mean? It's an accident. The man jump out and he run. I can't. When I swing that truck so from the car there, I can't see the back until the side street. No back. Any truck driver can tell you that. You understand? Anybody can tell you that. And they don't jump out the truck while it's moving backwards, it's reversing especially. I can't see behind the truck. You see the video, you can see how it happened here.
Look how things can happen just like that.
I get stupid when it's happened. I didn't know what to do. I'm telling you. It happened so sudden. I didn't expect him to do that, to jump out right truck with Mac. Right, they could go in the villagers, the street and ask the villagers to them. Everybody come out and start helping me because they know it's a wrong thing.
You made any effort to contact his family?
Right now, I'm afraid for my life because when my brother called, he died the threat he's sending and they're looking, they even going in the yard and threatening dispatcher in the yard.
No, the police will have to get involved. Right, if it's an accident and the police will have to get involved.
Right, so we talked to a policeman, they just know my brother called when he passed, he told me what we're running to go and do, to make the report and go in the court and take out the wish, you know, ourselves and anything. And I plan to do that tomorrow and let me see.
No, nobody can take the law in their own hand. I mean, we're saddened by all this.
Yeah,
but still, you can't take the law into your own hands. And there's a video showing where you know, showing the incident. But the matter will have to be investigated also. I don't know the outcome of that part of it, but we could just say who's right and who's wrong and whatnot. But that has to be investigated properly, and that's it. Yeah. But again, it's really, really sad. So I said, reach out and everybody blasting you up on things.
Yeah, but
when I see a photo of the guy just follow you.
It's only when there's no how it will be.
Yeah. Yeah, what is your full name?
Rakesh Bichan.
And how old are you?
43.
All right, okay, Rakesh. Thank you again for explaining to us.
Thanks.
Thank you again.
For coming.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard from the driver. So we're just trying to put a clip together now because we were down there where we spoke to the relative of the boy that died, Deshawn Joseph. It's so sad. And what is sad, ladies and gentlemen, is that he's just 20. His girlfriend is 19 and she's having a baby for him. Just imagine that. She's having a baby for him. And it is so sad. So sad that she's having and he died under these circumstances. Accidents do happen. Open up the lines to me, please. Those of you, remember, you could go to the I.A.N Network on Facebook, I.A.N Network on YouTube, and you can look at it.
Mr. Allen. You know, I watching a video with the truck driver. That man reversing real fast, Mr. Ian Allen. You all in what jargon? He reversing real fast and a little short and a little street. He's supposed to be taking the time and reversing the boy. Watch the video again. Look at how fast the man coming. Me say he kill him first, me say he do that first fight, you know. But he says negligence, the driver.
You remember the driver didn't know the boy jump on the truck, no? Because what he said, they normally reverse and then start driving up. So he did not know he reversed. That's sad, boy. The boy 20 years old and he has it's that's sad. Really, really sad. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. initially, in fact, the ACP that did the talking there is ACP Gavin Henry. So we made a little, just a correction. Not Simon, ACP Gavin Henry. All right? That was chatting there. So we spoke to the relatives of the truck driver. Go ahead. Hi, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, that protest in town, I mean, that is to just share the level of how people get fed up.
Yeah.
At the police service.
Yeah,
you
boy.
know, and I think that protest will continue, to be honest. People fed up. People lost all trust and confidence in the police service, and it will take a lot for that to repair. I don't think it will happen anytime soon.
Remember I told you that? Go ahead.
They make I.A.N the commissioner of the police service.
Don't say nothing for police to come and lock me up now. Don't, because they trust me, but don't put me in place for nobody to come and put no gun in my place and put no gun in my house.
Nah, that's not going to happen.
What?
I could be a right-hand man, don't worry yourself.
Don't expect anything from them, believe me. In fact, we don't end at 7 o'clock. Go ahead straight to the interview. Yeah, go ahead. When was the last time I saw him?
Saturday.
What was his mood like?
He was happy.
Huh?
He was happy.
What happened this morning? Tell me. Did you see him this morning?
Nope.
I know. Okay. So, did you speak to him this morning?
Nope. And I didn't get on to him yesterday.
Oh, you didn't get on to him yesterday? Okay. So you didn't get on to him, I didn't speak to him. But you all live together. You all don't live together, you're his girlfriend. Okay. And what is your name? No, what is your name?
Tamika.
Tamika what?
Cummins.
Tamika Cummins. Okay. And you didn't speak to him and you tried to get on to him yesterday. So when how you heard about this incident?
A phone call.
You got a phone call?